Well, I really don't know what I'm going to do today. So, I got a little bit of paper. This is what is this? This is the Galleria acrylic pad. There you go. And it's a textured paper for artists. That's what they say. It's acid free. It's 140 pound in weight, or 300 grams. And it's textured. Now, one of the first questions I get asked is, well, do you need to gesso that? Well, no, you don't. You don't need to gesso it. You don't need to gesso it at all. But I do, because I like a nice surface with a bit of a grab on it. So I got some of this blue tack stuff, which I'm sticking to the edges of my painting on my paper, and I'm gonna, if I can get it to stick, I'm gonna stick that onto my board, and I'm gonna start painting.
It's time to learn with our friend Clive. So grab your brush, have a great time. And don't forget to click subscribe.
So thank you very much for joining me in the studio, and where we paint away the stress of everyday life here in Wales. And today, as I just said in the introduction, I'm using a little bit of this paper because I got it lying around and I didn't know quite what to do with it. And I thought, well, it'd be a change to painting on cardboard. And I just wanted to show you that you can use acrylics for that. Now, if you look at my palette, it's a mess. Yes, it's a complete and utter mess. And yes, it is. I've just finished a lesson. So I thought, well, I don't like wasting paint. So I thought, well, I'm going to see if I can get a... I'm going to see if I can get a painting done like this now. Now, I've seen something very similar. I've seen something that very similar to this, what I'm going to be doing today. But I thought myself first, well, let's just put a... I'm just going to put like a mountain range in, like this. This is going to be a very simple, stupid painting. There we go. A very, very simple, stupid painting. And there we go. That's all I'm going to do. So, yeah, I've seen something like this somewhere. I don't know. I got this picture in my mind, and I know I've seen this somewhere. And but anyway, we'll give it a go. See if we can just use up some paint. I don't want any blue in this if I can help it. It's been a long time since I painted on paper. You've got to be careful painting on paper, because you'll find that it'll soak in very rapidly, and by that I mean it'll dry very quickly, and it's quite a funny thing to paint on. It's like painting with watercolors in acrylic, if that makes any sense. So I got a nice yellow sky. This is just going to be yellow and orange today. I got a good mind to chuck a little bit of burnt umber on my palette, actually. I didn't want to put any more paint on my palette, but I'm going to. I'm going to put a little bit of burnt umber just there, because I like burnt umber. I like burnt umber mixed with yellow. So as I come down, I'm just going to put a little bit of red. I'm just going to slightly redden that yellow. Just like this. I've been painting a lot of red type of sunsets and things like that lately. I don't know why. Maybe because summer's coming. You can see how quickly that paint is drying on the canvas. Just adding a little bit more white. You've got to work quite rapidly with this type of painting. Substrate. That's the word they call. That's what they call what you paint on, is a substrate. So I'm just going to get a little bit of burnt umber. You can see, watch that burnt umber go into that now. Look at that. What a lovely. It's just like a dirty orange, isn't it? Look at that. It just gives it that dirty orangey look. Maybe I would suggest you maybe use a little bit more water than you normally would. I don't know quite what this is going to look like when it's finished, by the way. I'm not used to using acrylics on paper. So this is a challenge, not just for me, but it can be a bit of a challenge yourselves as well, I think. See, it's not blending as I want it to blend. You can't get away with it too much on paper, by the way, as I'm finding out. So let's just get more of this colour down there. I'm thinking I'm using a little, this is more like watercolour, because this is so thin. It doesn't matter how thin, by the way, you make this paint, because paper absorbs it and the pigment will stick into the paper. So don't worry too much about how thin your paint is, because it's not gonna peel off or nothing like that, because it's just the way it's just the nature of the paper, basically. Anyway, I don't know what this is going to look like. I don't know. I love painting. I love making YouTube videos because I get such a kick out of it. I can get away with a lot, actually. I can play with paint, which is something I really like to do. I really do like to play with paint. Let's get some burnt umber then on red. I'm going to make a batch of this. I want this to come down like this and get some yellow. Get in there. Bit of white. Let's just brighten that up a bit there. Go back into that nice dark colour. Cliff face goes there like that. Just play, have fun, experiment what you need to do, especially as a beginner. Now my lessons are mainly for beginners. I know a lot of experienced painters, not experienced, but you know, a lot of people that have been painting for quite a while watch as well, which is really good, and that makes me happy. But a lot of this that I do really is for beginning painters. So have fun, enjoy. And do what I do, just play sometimes and just experiment and see what happens. And when I'm working like this, I'm experimenting as well, and I'm experimenting on camera. So you know, it's quite a daunting experience for me, really, to be able to do that. I'm just going to add a little bit of black to this, to do this, because I don't know sometimes how things are going to work out. And the most frightening part for me, really, is just to make videos. It is, because I'm actually doing things that I've never practiced before. Well, not so much practice, but you know, I've got an idea what I'm doing, but I haven't painted this painting before. Put it that way. I haven't painted it before, so I don't know I just make this up as I go along, and I generally do. So I just got a little credit card, which I'm just lifting some highlights out like that. So just getting this mountain there. Let's just get a bit more. I want to try and get this to fade in more down there. It's just going to be like a mountain range, I think. There you go. Put some mist down there in a minute. You know what I'm like for my mist? I like mist. I like to put mist on my paintings. There we go. I've just realised I've not zoomed my cameras out, so I do apologise. There you go. Can you see what I'm doing now? I just adjusted my cameras. I'm very, very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But you haven't lost, you haven't missed much anyway, so you haven't missed a lot. You haven't missed a lot. So I'm just going to darken this up again. My Molly dog barking out there. She's enjoying the sun today. Actually, I've just realised I can make a cave. That was fun. There we go, we'll make a cave in there. Let's put a bit of fur highlights. There you go. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. What do you think? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change tactics, I think, for now. I'm going to get a brush, another brush. I'm going to get a bit of blue and purple and white. I got a little bit of purple and blue on my thing. I want to put a bit of, yeah, I'm gonna make that really white. You're looking at the color wheel, orange and blue complements, and then you got violet and yellow again, which are complements. So using the purple and the blue against the yellow and the orange and reds, and lovely, especially the orange. It all complements each other. So when you're painting, remember complements. Okay. I want yellow and a little bit of brown. Maybe a bit more brown than that. Make it look a sand colour. You could use a yellow ochre or something like that though. But I haven't got any yellow ochre, so. I don't know. This is one of them paintings that I made up, and I got an idea in my mind, but anyway, I don't know. Let's put some water. Break in. There, like that. What I want to do now is dry that off with a hairdryer. I haven't moved my cameras very much, but I get so excited sometimes that I forget to do things like that. So I gotta get a mist in white, because I want to put some mist down just on the bottom of this. It's like a mist. There's some sort of mist rolling in. Some sort of mist rolling in. There we are. I'm just gonna put a little bit of, I tell you what I'm gonna do up there. I tell you what I'm gonna do up there. I'm gonna get some yellow. I'm just gonna, this is such a cheat. This is such a cheat out how to kill colour sometimes. You just put a bit of glow over that, like that. Just pushes that mountain back a touch. Just pushes that mountain back a touch like that. You can get a little bit of, you get a bit of mist in between these mountains. Maybe you can get some stringy clouds coming in. This is just mist in white. So this is a very, very translucent paint, but it makes for some wonderful cloud shapes and things. So we can get a couple of little stringers just sitting over the top of that mountain like that. Nothing too harsh. And we got this mist coming in off the sea. It could be a nice summer's day. And let's just put a little bit of yellow into that water there. Just yellow will go on top of that blue. Just make it touch a green colour. There we are. And then we could get our brush. If I can find my brush, there it is. I can get my brush. We could put a few. Seagulls and things like that, and maybe there's a few seagulls on the beach. Yeah. You could put somebody up there walking a dog. I don't know. Have a bit of fun. The other thing we could do very quickly is maybe just put a little bit more foaming, something like that. I don't know, have fun, just enjoy, just paint away the stress of everyday life like I do here in Wales. And I'm sorry about the camera angles, but it's a very quick painting. Have a bit of fun, just paint for the painting's sake, and don't worry about the outcome, and who knows what you can accomplish. Anyway, till next time, bye.